There really is no description as to what it truly felt to go conquer the greatest mountain in Africa. We headed out, and this was at the border of Kenya and Tanzania. All you need is a COVID-19 certificate, passport, and your yellow fever card. We arrived at the hotel and we went into our rooms. This was day one, just before the day of departure for the mountain at Marangu. Explain your village behaviors. I think this is where Sonko hired his artists. That was a lion and this is an elephant. Yeah, Marangu. Kingi was with us. The company was great. She had to grab a bite. And this, I truly can't describe how it felt to be around amazing people, to share a meal together. Just before we went to bed. And when we woke up in the morning, we had mass together and breakfast together. It was amazing. Little did we know that truly we were headed out for a journey like no other. We packed our bags. Some were told to suck in their stomachs to take a photo. And we departed for the Kilimanjaro gate at the national park for a journey, like I said, like no other. Once we got there was a lot to read and just to understand. We signed in, wrote our names, declared anything we had. Father Henry signed his book. You should read it, The Snows of Kilimanjaro. He was doing it for the second time. We grabbed a bite together just before the walk started. Ngeshi is there for you. It was raining, so we had to get our rain gear on. This was halfway through to the first camp. They take tourism seriously. Tanzania is quite interesting. They actually have washrooms on your way to the mountain in comparison to Kenya, because I've been to Mount Kenya. This was upon arrival at 6:30 p.m. and this is how we took a shower.
Hi, this is what it is to camp in Kilimanjaro. Oh.
We had dinner together. Here, you would eat anything and everything all together. And then it was time to go to bed. That was Mandara hut, the first camp. In the morning, you have a great view of the moon as well as the sunrise. It's beautiful, and the video is not enough to explain. So I do urge you to go on this journey. And then there was information about Mandara huts. You can pause and read that. The cabins were gorgeous, fit for 4 people. If you've not watched last week's video, you should probably watch it, where I perk and let you know what you will need for the trip. We got our water bladders out to be filled with some water, then had our breakfast. Here we have porridge, ndoma, ngwashe, everything all together. It was quite delicious. Mount Kenya team forgot to do something and packed our lunch bags and were headed out for the second camp. The journey was long and tiring. I admired the female porters who carried bags on their heads, while people like me had the day packs and were exhausted. We had a stopover. We shared peanuts because you need the energy, some snacks here and there. And Ngeshi taught us that it's possible to sleep while standing.
Sleep while standing when hiking.
Then we had a stopover for lunch after walking for hours and hours and hours. They had chicken. That made us very happy. Super. How are you feeling?
Yo, man, they have chicken.
We also grabbed a bite, some fruits, some juice box. There was a crew right there, eager to eat our food. And finally we made it to camp, the second camp. It was raining na nilikuwa nimeloa maji.
Hi there. My everything is wet. My clothes, my shoes, my socks. Zote zimeloa. Yote imeingia. So, but we shall survive. We're stronger than this. Day 3. We made it. We're happy. Let's go.
The camera doesn't really do this place justice. The lighting at night, you could see the whole city in Tanzania. And in the morning, the sunrise was gorgeous. From a distance, we were able to see Mawenzi. And from the other side, we could also see the peak of Kilimanjaro. This is the housing at Horombo camp, which is the second camp just before Kibo, then the summit. I told you I was rained on, so you can see where my hanging line is. The rock and my shoes very wet. Still very, very beautiful. There's the peak. That's where we're headed. Still very gorgeous. It's not fair to give you everything in one video. I need you to internalize this just before I drop you the next one next week on Tuesday. From the trip to Kibo from Horombo, as well as the summit. Therefore, for now, please do like, subscribe and share as we journey along together to the peak, Mount Kilimanjaro. I'll see you next week on Tuesday for the summit day. Goodbye.